Oh, that's a trick hit. That's not good.
Welcome to the 98% podcast, where you hear real stories from real people. And I'm here with Chip and Lane with another special episode of the Highland Games. So how's everybody doing?
We're doing quite well. Currently eating. And for anybody that's watching the video, you're just going to have to watch me eat, because I like to eat a lot. And anyway, we'll get into the story of me eating and all that fun stuff.
Exactly. Okay, so if you want to do a quick intro real quick, just if this is their audience's first time listening to this episode, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Chip Sloan. I'm a handyman. I throw weights for fun. I lift weights for fun. I have kids. And I like my Camry.
Sweet. Can you top that, Lane?
I'm kind of speechless on that one. I was on board with everything, and then all of a sudden it's I like my Camry. Like, okay,
it's the first nice thing I've ever had.
Fair enough. I'm Lane. I throw heavy things for fun as well. I do wood carving on the side, and I get how do I phrase this appropriately?
You don't make it appropriate.
Oh, yeah. We'll just leave that one off. I won't say that thing. But yeah, I feel like I've said a lot of this. Like, I always forget what I say. But yeah, I throw heavy things for fun. I have a college background in throwing. I do wood carving. My car just got stolen and got back to me for the third time.
I thought you were about to say it got stolen again.
That'd have been a funny twist. Let me check out the window real quick. I gotta use my trusty fly swatter to move the curtains. Nope, I got them. They're good. And for the whole episode today, special appearance by the Fanta bottle. So, if you have any complaints, I don't care.
There we go. There we go. Yep. Okay, so for anyone watching this for their first time that maybe doesn't understand the Highland Games, Chip, you want to give us the rundown on what is the Highland Games?
So it's an old Scottish strength sport. that started with dudes basically being like, bet I can throw that farther than you. And it's now turned into this whole shebang. So there's 9 events that we do. There's 2 different stone events. One of them, feet planted. The other one, you're allowed an approach. You have 2 weights that you throw for a distance. You have a heavy weight and a light weight, and then you have 2 hammers that you spin around your head with your feet planted, and you chuck over your shoulder. You have a heavy hammer and a light hammer. And then there's weight over bar, where you throw a weight over a bar. You have caber, the most famous Scottish event that most people have heard of, where you flip a telephone pole or tree or whatever you want to call it. It's properly termed a caber. And last, but certainly not least, the Lord's event, despite what Jacob Kirkwood said, the sheaf toss, where we take an antique pitchfork and we chuck a weighted bag over a bar, and we hope that our fork does not come off of the handle, Ricky. I say you, but I'm the one that put the fork together, so Chip.
Wait, your fork came off?
Yeah. So I got to glue it back on. Yeah, the whole head came off. So
When did that happen?
oh, not at the games. I was breaking in my sheaf bag and just getting in the bag, and then just got it pushed in and pulled out for a second, and only had the stick. So yeah, so I'll get that fixed.
If you need any tips or help with that, let me know. I got you.
Loctite.
Okay.
That's what I
Yeah, Chip, give me a
suggested.
few tips.
Loctite.
Saw the end of it down there and cut a wedge, barely put it in there, and then jam it in the head so it'll balloon out once it gets all the way in.
It's a good idea.
That's how they used to do
Okay.
shit like that.
Guest appearance by this fancy lady.
Cholula.
Ricky, I've never had this
Yes.
before.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with it now. I bought this bottle like 2 days ago, and I'm like half I'm just like burning through it. But it's like the chili garlic flavor. Oh my gosh. It's so good. And then I'm going to get burnt out on it because I put it on everything, and then I won't have it again for 10 years. But it'll be right after I buy like a huge bottle of it.
Dude, that sounds like me. Anytime I discover a food that I didn't know I liked, that I really like, I will make nonstop until I get sick of it.
That's the way to go.
I know, right? It's like, oh, this is so good. I missed out on it my whole life. So then you make it and you eat it for every meal, and then you don't want to eat it again.
Dude. So one of the meals because now I have to pay attention to what I'm eating. But one of my meals, it's like this cheesecake bowl.
Yeah,
that I've made
from me.
It is strawberry Greek yogurt, like a cup of strawberry Greek yogurt, a tablespoon of strawberry cream cheese, and then a glob of whipped cream, and then just whatever your size your glob is, and then frozen blueberries, and that's it.
Okay.
And it's so good. And that was like for my low carb option. If you want like a carb option, you throw in like a bunch of granola into it too, and like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And it tastes like cheesecake with the cream cheese that's in there. So yeah.
So I think that's a good segue, by the way, Chip. So let's go to you first. Get us up to speed on what you're doing with the Highland Games, because nobody out there knows why you even said you're counting your calories. And then tell us how, and then explain the event you guys all did, because I did not make this one.
So I have decided for the first time in my life, with the exception of back when I was anorexic as a teenager, but I'm going to cut weight the proper way. Not go 2 weeks without eating and end up in the hospital. I spent 10 years bulking as a bodybuilder. And so now I've decided to compete as a lightweight, even though I really love competing in A class because I love the camaraderie, the competition. I like that it is a constant battle trying to, place higher. However, I will never be a world-class pro because I've only been in this for 11 months. I, which essentially was my ultimate goal, but I'll be a master's by that time. I don't have enough time to get under my belt to be a pro. And I'm not a big guy. I was when I was a bodybuilder, but it was also very unhealthy for me. So now, being 6'2", dropping down to the lightweight class, that's like being 6'10" in the heavies. And Ricky, you being, I think you're right at 6 foot.
6'1".
6 foot, yeah. And so you're basically like 6'8". So we will be giants in the lightweight class. And so the whole goal is next year I will go to nationals, and then as long as I podium at nationals, I will compete in the world championship. So the whole goal of dropping this weight will be to be a world champion, because my coach, Jacob Langworthy, he's like, listen, because I was like, I'm not going to freaking lose weight. I worked years to get that. And he's like, listen, check your ego. And he's like, I know you have fun, like being heavy and stuff, and it's like a little play on your ego, but you can get titles as a lightweight. So it's like a different play on your ego. And so, and I've also, at first I felt like I'm basically losing all my progress, going backwards in weight and losing all this mass, but instead I'm just I still have all my strength. I have like 90% of my strength from when I was at my biggest. And I'm simply just repackaging it to be a monster on the field amongst the lightweights. And so the other day, I'll tell you now, at Kansas City, so Wesley Campbell was there, super nice guy, always happy to see him. And he's, great personality. And I go up to Wesley and I was like, hey, I'm going to be dropping down to compete as a lightweight. And he like, had like fear of God, like, look. And he's like, today? And I was like, oh, no, not till the end of next month. He's like, oh, thank goodness. And that whole conversation that I was talking about, so I was talking to somebody else about that. And then Ellie, Lane's girlfriend, overheard me saying that. And she thought I was talking about Lane being scared to like, for me to drop down in lightweight. And I'm like, no, it didn't make sense. And so then
I'm not scared of you in
like,
heavies. I ain't scared of you to run away from me.
Yeah. I know you're not scared. So you'll just keep chasing me and beating me in stones. I'll get you one of these days. One of these days.
No, you won't.
Now I got to focus on beating Ricky at stones. So
yeah, I just looked at Ricky's numbers. He's got almost a 40 on here.
Yeah. So
as close as you can get without being 40.
Yeah.
That's fucking brutal.
I know.
Oh man, I'm so glad I wiped like something hot sauce in my eye. That's real great. Anyway,
hell yeah.
So I'm just gonna go like this for like the rest of the time. Golly,
he's a pirate.
I like white hot sauce like straight in my eye. What a retard. It's 2025. I can say that now.
Well, while you're wiping the hot sauce out, I want to say something real quick. So Lane, I can't believe I have two profiles in there in Heavy Athlete.
Do you really?
That's my problem, because I was saying, why didn't the numbers of the last one get put in? It got put in as Ricky McDowell with a lowercase d.
And lightweight still?
Or uppercase. Like, I have two different profiles. Yeah, so I have to figure out. I emailed the people, but they haven't got back to me yet. I'm going to see if we can merge those.
Oh, you're right. Well, yeah, because you got to claim your profile.
How does that work?
So you'll get on here and you'll scroll up to the top and you'll click on like user or something like that up by the home button. And then you go to the bottom of that page, update profile, and then I believe update historical data. You click update history. Yeah, you click update history, and then you can claim all your profiles and it'll link them all together.
Hey, that's Lane. I appreciate you. I'm glad I brought that up.
Yep.
Okay, that should change my standings a little bit because I got 4 PRs on the one, so I was like, oh, I want to see where I'm at, and I just didn't realize I had 2 profiles hanging out there.
Yep. I got you.
Sweet. Okay, thanks. Okay, hot sauce. How's it
It's
going?
mostly out now. It still like burns a little bit. It's like that eye's just gonna be red.
Dude, I've done it.
Is it red? Does it look red? It feels red.
It doesn't look red. It just looks like there's something going on with it.
It
Slightly.
burns. That's what's going on with it. It just keeps water.
Dude, I was out with a buddy and we did that. We were out and I was eating hot wings and like, yeah, I went to rub my eye and I didn't realize I must have got hot wing sauce like on the back of my hand. I went to rub my eye. Yeah, totally same thing. Rubbed it all into my eyeball. Yeah, it burns.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
So my plan is Wichita at the end of September. I'm going to come in as a lightweight. And it's weird to see like the way my body's changed. Cause like right now I'm down to 213 and it's, even though I loved being massive, cause like I was at the point where people were like, Jesus Christ, dude, like you're huge. And like I would get comments and people would like look at me like when new people in the gym complain about like, oh, I don't want to be looked at. Nobody's looking at you. I was the roided out freak that people were looking at. Everybody's like, what is going on with that guy? And people's first thought isn't like, oh, you're really fit. Their first thought was like steroids. And it's like, yeah, but yes. I had to work really hard to get to that size. Like it wasn't just like had
to pop a cup of Cialis and
there was
one out in the bathroom.
I wasn't on Cialis yet at that point. Okay.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah.
This is later in life.
Yeah. And
because of his age, he's getting old.
Yeah, it's that ED just hit me hard. So I got to take double dose Cialis these days.
Oh hell yeah!
And number one skill: displeasing women.
I think we're all pretty good at that.
And so, but it was
a natural trait.
It was always like, oh, steroids, and it's like it's like because there was dudes in the gym that took gear. They look natural because you have to eat. Do the work, do the water, do the rest. Like I was eating like 7 meals a day on average, 7 days a week. And like a good day, I'd do 8 meals, and a bad day, I would do 6 meals. And these are like full meals, but it was all clean food. And so I was the size I was, but I was also lean. I wasn't like one of these super, bulky guys that was like 40% body fat. Like I was lean. So anyway, now being as small as I am, I say I'm small, I'm still bigger than an average guy, but I'm like tight waist, six pack poking through, and it's like, all right, like I'm okay with this. It's like getting rid of one package for another package that I'm also happy with. So either way, goal is go to nationals. I'm not looking forward to competing in lightweight purely because I'll not toot my own horn. I've looked up the numbers. I'll win 90% of the time, and I don't like that. That's not fun for me. That's why I like A class is because I can go in there and get the snot beat out of me, and it makes me want to just try even harder. So, also, fun fact, Lane beat me on Sheaf.
Yes, I did. Haha, motherfucker.
So, which I figured out why I was screwing up on it. So our Sheaf that we do, Sheaf is like one of my better events. And for some reason, it just kept shooting off to like the side and back. And I could not figure out because normally I'm like up, down is my Sheaf. And this one, it was just like, pew, gone.
And over your left shoulder.
So it was a combination between that, but normally I kind of imagine in front of me, there's 2 panes of glass, and I keep my fork in between those at all times. Well, I was pulling my fork to the side at an angle, and so then when I would swoosh my fork, it would go at an angle, which is why my bags kept, shooting off in a random direction.
You gotta control your bag, man. It's gonna go off in a random direction.
I know. That's why I got
And
a
it did.
vasectomy. So it can't
I
go off
know.
in random directions.
What? I mean, it's a good thing there was nobody standing to the left of you because you would have shot him in the
Yeah.
chest.
Dude, I think it was Devin Rowe. It may have been somebody else. But at Chatham, I was getting ready to do my sheath toss. And, whenever people do sheath for distance, it's straight to the left. And somebody was standing straight to the left. And I was like, why are you standing there? It's a really bad spot to stand. And they're like, I don't know. I was like, please move. It's like you're going to get a 20-pound bag straight to the face. So anyway,
Hell yeah.
I guess since I'm already rambling this much, it's just turned into the 99% podcast because it's 99% of the time Chip won't shut the fuck up. So I'll just run through my events. So so we got to compete with Burger. So we had burgers and chips on the field. And then the guy that brought all the implements, his last name was McDonald. Sadly, we didn't get a picture of, McDonald burgers and chips. So Burger is the
And I go buy jelly.
Yeah, dude. It was a food party. I'm telling you. And we were all cooking.
It was definitely sticky out.
Yeah, we were cooking in that 95-degree oven.
It was more than that. Fuck it. Oh my God, it was bad.
So Burger is going to be the next Daniel McKim, 100%. Like 10 out of 10. That was his fourth competition. His second one, he broke the Braemar world record. And he's such a nice guy. Like just a nice dude. Like he's just like, I mean, everybody is, but too, it's like somebody like at his level that's so new. He's a treat to throw around, and he's 6'7", 300 pounds. And he, so we had him, we had Nathan Hauser.
They don't have his marks in yet either. For that one.
I haven't checked.
It still says 46.
Nathan had a really off day, and he was just was not feeling it. But thankfully, Nathan came back at the Amateur World Championship on Saturday and ended up in second place. Threw a 101-foot heavy hammer. He threw a 40-foot heavyweight for distance, and he does a one turn, which is wild. And anyway, so Braemar was just like, I had the most mediocre day. It was just a mediocre day. And some things sucked. Everything else was mediocre. Braemar was mediocre. My open zone was just, it is what it is. Heavyweight for distance was just, that was like my worst event of it. That and sheath was my two worst events for the day.
And that's weird. I beat Nathan in 3 events that day. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I say. He had an off day. My heavyweight for distance was, I think, the worst I've ever done in competition. Lightweight for distance, that one is kind of slowly in comp getting there because it was 58 feet. And now in practice, I'm starting to throw 60 feet consistently. And so like the other day the week before I had a 63, 261s and a halves. And then last week I had a 63, 64, and a 65. And I was like losing my mind over it. And so my lightweight for distance is going well, at least in practice. And then after that, we did hammers. I felt so bad too because I thought I recorded Burger's hammer throws, but my phone stopped recording. And I even told him, I was like, because he had a huge PR. He had like a 9-foot PR or something like that. He threw 125 in the light, and which is wild for being so new at it. So I felt terrible because I didn't get his recordings. I didn't get my best one, which is only 107, and that's for me. That's mediocre. Like I'm happy if I'm throwing in the 1 teens. So everything was just mediocre. Hammers was okay. My parents got to come and watch. That was great. And my sister and her daughter. One of my a guy that Tiffany and I went to school with, Zach, he came out and watched us. So that was nice to see him. And then after that, we did caber. This is now the second competition in a row I didn't flip caber, and it's just like, the hell you. And I think it's because I'm not doing my 360. But either way, I'm just like, it's at the point where I'm just like, what is going on? And I'm kind of almost defeated about it and just frustrated because that's always.
It was also hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody was sapped. That was a big ass caber.
I'm not trying to make excuses.
I am. Fuck it. It was hot as shit.
It sucked. But
Skylar had to tap out because he was so fucking hot. And as soon as we got done, I almost died.
Skylar got heat exhaustion. He was also kind of sick already. And he just I ended up messaging him later on. And he's all fine and stuff. But he, took the rest of the day off and rested the next day, and he was okay. But and then so McCaber sucked, and then we also had Jacob Langworthy as our judge, which was a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun to be around. He's a cool dude. And then so it was fun having my coach as the judge. And he did not give me any breaks either.
Hell no.
There was no breaks at all. Then we did Sheaf. I already talked about Sheaf. It sucked. I ripped a chunk off of my hand, which the video I posted where that first one goes flying off, I ripped it. That's where I ripped a chunk off my finger. I decided because my hands were sweaty, maybe I should tape my fork. So I threw some tape around so I'd have a little grip. And then Wob is Wob. It's a love-hate relationship. But I'm learning because I've always on Wob. So here's something for you guys too, that I've learned from Jacob. Your feet are never supposed to leave the ground. And I tend to, on Wob, I do a jump basically because I'm trying to, force myself up to get the weight up and jump. But instead, if you focus on a violent hip extension, so throw those hips forward as far as you can, you're still getting that triple extension between ankles, knees, hips. Everything is extending properly, but your feet stay on the ground. And so you're getting the full extension like you're supposed to, because sometimes I would leave the ground right before I would even let go of the weight. So I'm losing, I basically, as soon as your feet lose ground, you have no power. It's all gone. So violent hip extension, just throw those hips forward, like you're trying to peg somebody. You can say that now because it's 2025. And then that's basically how the day. It was hot. It was good people. JD freaking MVP of the day had cold watermelon. JD Thompson, I think it's Thompson from Oklahoma.
Watermelon.
Yeah, cold watermelon. He was the man that day. So it's good times. Good times. Okay, I'm done. Now for the rest of 1% of the podcast.
Thanks, Chip. Okay, Lane, you ready?
I guess. I had an okay day in some of the events. I had not an okay day in some of the other events, but semi-consistent in some of my stones. I mean, I only hit 29.6 in my Bramer, which is kind of disheartening a little bit because I go from PR of 60.
It was a 27-pound stone.
I know. It was a big bitch.
Yeah, I forgot that. We used a 27-pound Braemar instead of a 22, Ricky.
Sweet.
And the women.
Why?
That's just the thing
that's what Doug has.
That's just what they use.
It's a
interesting.
I think the women's Braemar was heavier too.
Yeah. Shit, I'd rather thrown my square stone than that big bitch.
It was basically all the weights there. Nobody's gonna hit a PR.
Yeah, well, that's what's crazy is it seems
I was
like
close
every
with the open.
yeah, everything should be uniform because that's feels like that's not fair for your numbers.
Nah, fuck the uniformity.
You don't like that? You don't
Nope.
like the same weights at every
I
single
love
competition?
I
the
do.
unique. I know you. Shut up. You're a thrower. You threw on the same stuff like for years straight.
Yes, I'm a
Me,
fucking princess when it comes to my standardization, okay? I'm
Yeah.
a bitch about it, okay? Until we get standardized weights and throwing facilities or like surfaces, fuck it.
We have surfaces.
I want the same type of I know. I want the same species of grass, the same thickness of grass. I want the same fucking type of dirt.
Oh yeah.
I want the same moisture content.
The grass,
I want the same temperature in the air.
The grass was like this fucking tall.
Yeah.
It was like you had to dig through the grass to see where the weights landed. So, but it was just, there was, I personally like the difference in the weights. I wish we would have used Bill. So they have a heavy hammer named Bill with the head on it is like the size of a freaking cantaloupe. It's huge. And it's just like nobody used it because it's so big. And I was almost thinking, like, man, I kind of wish we would have used that. I was like,
we had to use it last year, actually.
Yeah,
I had to use it last year because while we were throwing, I think it was Skylar, but it might have also been, who else was out there last year? Whoever it was, I think it might have been Skylar. Broke the fucking other heavy hammer we had. So we had to use Bill.
Nice.
Who was it? Why am I drawing a blank? Let me pull this up.
Nathan out there?
Nathan was there, but it wasn't him. It was Jake. Jake Lott. Broke that motherfucker. Another big boy. But yeah, they went out and broke the hammer, so we had to use Bill in the middle of our competition. It was a fun time. Yeah.
You missed out.
I'm gonna keep bitching.
But to be fair, we also missed out on what you saw, which we'll get to that later after Lane finishes.
Yeah. So I had about a 29.6 with the 27-pound stone, and then I went to throw a 40-foot 1.5 with the open stone, which is only 3 inches below my PR. 3 inches was a lot, and I didn't quite have enough length that day. Lightweight for distance was about 3 foot less than my PR. I don't know what was going on. It just wasn't clicking the same way that it normally does. Heavyweight for distance was...
What'd you have on your lightweight?
53.4.
Okay.
And my PR is 56.7.
I'm telling you that keeping your head up, which I don't know if you do or not, and then the
Man, I've been telling you keep your head up in your throws this whole time.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'll figure it out. I've been
especially on your stones.
Yeah, today I was feeling like the big head, big chest. I was feeling it, and I even got recordings of it. So
I'm elbow that midget in the face.
I'm getting there. Yeah, that's the first thing I remember. Punch a giant, elbow the midget. And as fast as you like, if you're doing your 2-turn, the moment you feel your feet touch the ground after your first turn, I mean, you go to the front. It's that turn and burn. And that's what started to get my distance a lot further, is that moving quicker from the back to the front. And that's where I'm learning, like, that sprint phase is what will really push your distance. And so, like, when you have people where they'll do a 2-turn, but their first turn, they land in the middle of the trig, and then their second turn is the front of the trig, and they're going the same speed the whole time, they're losing massive amounts of distance. It's just like on your hammers, having the low spot for right-handers at your left foot instead of the right foot. Like, just changing that low spot right there will increase 10 feet.
Yeah, the only thing that I remember Jacob telling me about my lightweight for distance is he's like, I had everything mostly right. He just wishes I had a longer sprint phase. That was really it. He said my tempo and my timing was fine. I just needed a longer sprint phase.
When's
Yeah.
When's your next? What competition are you guys doing next?
I'm doing. I think was it Wichita at the end of September. I think that's my next one.
Ricky,
I'm doing Buffalo and Wichita.
Are you doing lightweight at Buffalo?
Dude, if Buffalo never got back with me, so I might be competing heavyweight if there's no lightweight division in Buffalo.
Well, I'd like to sometime between Buffalo and Wichita, if we could get together again.
I agree.
So
yeah,
I'll be down for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
I need to practice more for sure, but yeah, I think my next one's going to be Wichita, and then I'm going to do the one in Forsyth down there with Will. I'm going to do Jacob's Games in Lawrence, Tom's Games, and then the finale in OKC.
So we'll be at most of the rest of the games will be together.
Yeah, that October is going to be jam packed full of shit because it's 3 weekends in a row. I think that I'm going to be out there.
Forsyth is the first weekend.
Yeah,
and then we have a bye.
I think I have a week break.
Yeah,
and then
it's 3 weeks in a row. I think, or no,
yeah,
no, we'll have another weekend because there's Tom's is 25th, and then the next weekend I think is around like the 1st or 2nd of November.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be like the 8th or 9th when Oklahoma is.
Yeah. So that's going to be a lot of travel. I mean, Will's already said I can crash at his place for the Forsyth one, then I camp at Tom's. So, and then I drive to Lawrence. So really, I'm only paying for a hotel in OKC and then Wichita. If I decide to, I'm probably going to do that. It's like 3 hours away. I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to drive out there.
Wichita's only 3 hours for you?
Something like that.
Oh, that's not bad. It's 5 for me.
But yeah, it's like 2.5, 3. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, my heavyweight for distance went. Let me pull it back up. I've slept since then. I can't remember. Heavyweight for distance was 2 foot less than my PR. So, I mean, it's consistent, but it's not where I want it to be. Like, I'm showing signs of consistency where the big ones are coming. It's just I have to get everything to click all at the same time. So, I mean, this is not where I want to peak. So, it's okay that I'm in a small little rut. That just means whenever I get it out of it, it's just going to fucking skyrocket up.
Yeah. Well, and two, like once you get weights and you can practice a little more consistently, it'll help a lot too.
Yeah.
Because it's hard too, to where it's like, because you can only look up so much technique and stuff. I've been considering like making just some like fabric hobbled weights in the sense of like taking like some 10-pound plates, and just having them welded together and then just throwing a chain on it and then a handle, because that's better than nothing. Just for
I need my work to chill out and quit stressing me out and quit getting me so tired. I mean, I'm falling asleep on the way home most days, and while I'm driving, it's not ideal. So, and when I get home, I don't want to do anything. And then, like for example, tomorrow I've got to go get the Saab registered.
Oh,
it's already past. Yeah, it's already past 30 days, so I'm going to be paying fees to get it registered.
Hopefully they're not too.
I just got a lot of. I think it's only like $25 every 30 days over.
That's not bad. Well, it's not bad for the first 30 days.
Yeah, it's not horrible, but and then I got to do some repairs on it and everything. It's just a lot of shit all at once. But there's some hope of hopefully things are gonna start looking up. Like I'll be selling my house hopefully before the end of the year, but we'll see how that goes. I'll try to might move down by you, Ricky.
Nice.
Yeah, move on the Kansas side. We don't have to pay 2 sets of taxes.
Dude, we could practice all the time over in the field here.
Yeah, for sure. You can play with my wood all day long, baby. You got my chode out there.
Dude, I'm gonna get a real caber. My dad's gonna cut down a tree so I can have one here on my porch all the time because I need to practice caber big time.
Yeah. So the next thing was heavy hammer, and it was 77, which is 2 feet less, almost 3 feet less than my PR. So another consistent one. Light hammer, first games in that out of my 4 games, that was the one that I hadn't hit 100 feet. Like out of the last 3 games, and that was kind of upsetting. But like I said, it was hot as shit, and I had a rib at a place that I thought was fixed, and then I started rotating my spine and warming up and all that stuff, and it just wasn't quite 100%. But that'll teach me not to go ripping golf balls at Top Golf with somebody's not that long before the games. I love golf, but as I'm getting older as a 26-year-old man with the body of an 80-year-old man.
Shut up. Shut up.
You just can't do stuff like that anymore, dude. Don't break bones, don't rip ligaments, don't throw javelin. That'll fuck you for the rest of your life. Like, dude, I've got 3 ribs at a place. Like 2 on the right side, 1 on the left side.
Or as Ricky calls them, witch doctors.
Well, the witch doctors are too expensive. So unless they take my insurance, I'm going to have to deal with getting shot with a fucking Theragun by my girlfriend.
Some chiropractors take insurance.
Yeah. Well, they need to reach out to me. They can solicit themselves.
They need to reach out to Lane.
Yeah. You want my business? You want my insurance? Hit me up. But if you come off on my phone like one of them spam callers, I'm going to tell you to fuck off. I did that the other day on the phone, and I laughed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then caber was ass. I did not flip it, and Jacob said, we're not doing degrees today.
Yeah,
so we didn't have
turn
a
or no
judge.
turn. You either turn it or you don't.
Yeah.
It makes it... Yeah. See, because I want to get into judging, and that's how I would score caber, personally. I'd be like, I'm not going to do the degrees thing. Either you turn it or you don't. So, because like, it could be so subjective. It's one thing, when we're measuring, you know right where it lands, versus I might look at it, I think it was a 75, you think it's an 85, and that could be the determination of like first place, second place.
Somebody's out here with a fucking protractor. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That was one of 2 events that his judging irritated me a little bit. I started to be irritated when we got to Sheaf because we were doing 3-foot increments that I had never done before. And I was really, 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 really mad. And I was like, why the fuck are we doing it like this? I have never done it like this before. Never heard of this shit.
We were just trying
I don't want to do it. So we started at what we thought was 23.
No, we started at 20. We started at 20.
We started at 20?
And yeah.
Okay. So, no, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, we did. So we started at what I thought was... Well, no, we started at 19. Because that foot was... Or the thing was a foot off, remember?
Yeah, okay. We thought it was 20. Started at 20.
We thought it was 20.
We didn't find out until we were done.
Yeah. So we started at what we thought was 20, and then by the time we got done, we realized the steel tape started at a foot on the damn bar. So we got up there, and I cleared what I thought was 20, and first time, yeah, cool, whatever. That's what I fucking get every time with a 20-pound bag. And then we went up by 3 foot, and I was like, well, fuck, if I get this, it's going to be a 20-pound PR because I'd only ever gotten 22 with a 20-pound bag. So I get it, and I rip it up there, and I get it over, and I was like, well, let's fucking go! And then, so we go up another 3 feet after everybody goes through, and eventually, I think it took me 1 or 2 tries or something, or maybe 3 tries, and I cleared what I thought was 26. And I'd only ever cleared 26 with a 16-pound bag, so it was great. So we go up again, and I thought it was 29, and I ripped the shit out of that thing a couple times, Didn't make it, but I had the height to clear 28. What I thought was 28. So like I would have cleared 27. I did clear 25. So I have a 20-pound bag PR.
I
That was
just
really
want to
nice.
say too that I'm very happy I put that little clip in my video of Tiffany being like, "You had the height," and you're just like, "Fuck off," and then just her cackling, laughing. So if you go back and watch my video that I posted, there's that clip in there of, because I tried to, like, this time with my video, instead of it just being like me throwing, I tried to do more the camaraderie, the personal
The
stuff.
candid moments.
Yeah, and so like there's like a little moment of like, Lane and I fist bumping, and then that with like the fuck off thing, or like once Tiffany like popped in there and waved, and then she kept doing shit in front of my camera. Because there was like 7 or 8 different things she kept doing in front of my camera, and I was like, okay, I can't put all of these in here, so I just
I
put a
forgot to show
couple
you
of
my
them.
titty on that one.
So, oh yeah, see, if you do something in front of the camera, it's going in the video. And there's just like a little clip of JD just like pointing at the camera. So, and then there's, Burr walking in front of it and me being goofy in the background to my parents. So, yeah, it's just, it shows more like the fun side of the Highland Games and not just throwing shit.
Yeah.
So, and I felt like
So,
the song
yeah.
was fitting too, with like, we all just want to be forever young doing this stuff. So,
Yeah.
anyway, okay, back to
So, like,
Lane.
yeah. So I started irritated at the sheaf, and then I was clearing some decent numbers, and I was like, okay, I'll forgive you for this one. And then this motherfucker wanted to open on Wob at my fucking PR. I was fucking mad because I usually want to see at least one fucking clear before we do this, and I didn't get to see it clear, and it was 125 degrees underneath Satan's left nut, and I was not having that shit. So we go over there, and I went to go ripped it, hit the bar, didn't go over, got a no height. I was pissed, grabbed my shit, walked the fuck away, packed up my stuff, and almost died because my jaw clenched up. It doesn't fucking matter. It was hot as fuck. I don't know if you can tell, but like I normally am pretty reserved on these things, but like my anger this past couple weeks is coming out when I get a little riled up.
I've noticed.
Yeah. So it's like the little, like I'm a little teapot, and my spout is open just a little bit, so I'm just like just fucking pissing out this steam right now. So yeah, I no-heighted on Wob for the first time this year, and I was not very happy about it. And I got 6th out of 7. 6 out of 7. And then Skylar didn't even do the last 4 events, something like that, and still got 4th because he was just a fucking monster on the events that he did do. So I feel like if I would have actually got a mark on Wob, I would have been a little bit higher.
Yeah, so basically
I was
Caber, Sheaf, and Wob.
Yeah.
Go hide all 3 of them. Still got 4th.
Yeah.
I got 5th.
And you only beat me by 2 points.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't from the stones, bitch. And it wasn't from Sheaf either, motherfucker. Because we actually tied. We tied on Sheaf. Like we got the same height, but I had less misses.
Yeah, because my Sheaf was just. It was. I'm so thankful though that like my buddy Zach that was there, he recorded that from the side because I couldn't figure out like what am I doing wrong. And then when I went back and I watched the side videos, I was like, oh, that's what I was doing. So, but whatever, it's fixed, and it's going now. Hey, I did in practice today. I threw 30 feet on my heavyweight for distance. So
hell yeah.
And I threw a 33 with a strap. So it doesn't
count.
Hell yeah. It doesn't count though because I was using a strap.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the gist of what I did. And then Ellie, she didn't want to get on today, but she also threw again, if you guys remember Ellie from another episode. But here's her little certificate. She got third. She had some good marks and some things, but she was discouraged sometimes because she really hates her judge. She really does. A lot of the girls do, so they don't like throwing when that judge is around.
Yeah. So I've heard.
Yeah, she just doesn't know when to stop talking.
It's the tism.
I know, and I work with autistic kids, and sometimes I just want to go like therapize her, like, but I'm not going to do that to a woman that could be my great grandmother.
I'm curious what she would say though.
She'd probably tell me to fuck off.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
fart in my face.
Yeah. She didn't. I heard she farted in Ellie's face this time.
Probably.
And Amber.
It's natural.
Yeah. And it's just like,
I mean, at least it wasn't you this time.
Tom
You didn't
was,
get a whiff of that ass.
Tom was talking about her farting. Like, she'll just stand there and have a conversation with you and just like rip farts in the middle of the conversation like it's nothing. Like, you don't want, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a whoopee cushion.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then Dakota competed. It was her first competition. So she hates the heat. She's not an outside person. She likes being outside if it's comfortable. You know, if it's like how it's been, 70s. She also got thrown off.
Chilly in the morning.
She also got thrown off by the judge just because, like, I kind of taught her how to do stuff a certain way. And then the judge is like, no, you need to do it like this. You need to do it like this. You need to do it like this. And so she started out by, like, just listening to, she doesn't know any better. It's her first time. And so every time she listened to the judge, she, like, screwed up. And so, like, one of the times on hammers, you know, I told her, I was like, stay 1.5 feet away from the trig. So that way, you know, if you need to take a step back, you got room. Well, the judge had her basically shove her heels to the trig. And so then she had to take a step back. So she stepped on it and she's like, well, that's a foul. And she's like, I wouldn't have fouled if you would.
Well, no shit.
So I wouldn't have fouled if you would have told me what, you know, the thing to do. So she was frustrated. And which, to be fair, that judge means well.
She really does, but like, there comes a point where you need to just focus on judging and not trying to tweak everybody.
Yeah.
Like tweaking and coaching is for like before and after the games, not during somebody's throw, like not while they're in the groove. Like, don't tweak it in the middle of a competition. So if you have any feedback, do it afterwards.
I had somebody, one of the good throwers, trying to tweak me one time, just like, and he was just trying to be helpful. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to try that on my next throw. I did worse. And it's like, I'll take the information and I'll use it in practice. But Tom, he knew a guy that would do that. And so somebody got on to him, like, you got to quit doing that and stuff. And so what he started doing is he would, you know, have everybody's, you know, names and stuff. And then he started taking notes about, like, oh, you need to do that. You didn't have your head up. Like, you weren't rotating your foot. And he took notes. And then after the competition was done, he would give you your little note card with all his little, and I'm like, dude, like, that's exactly what I would want towards, oh, these are the points I need to work on. Okay.
Well, that's one of the reasons I don't really tell you a whole lot when you're throwing, is like, I might tell you like a quick thing, like, hey, you're not doing this like you normally do.
Yeah, remember, keep your head up.
Quick little reminders like that, but I'm not going to go through a whole technical swap with you in the middle of a competition. Like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you try something new that you've not done.
Yeah.
Like, that's the same way when I was coaching my athletes. Like, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel during a competition. I'm going to give you the key pointers that we've been talking about and working on. And if you can't remember anything else, I'm going to just repeat the basics back to you, and we're going to move on. And if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. We'll fix it in practice next time.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, I like the little reminders of the stuff that, like, I already am supposed to be doing and I forget to do. But if you're going to give me a new technique, it's like, I'm just going to screw up now and do worse.
Yeah, because it gets your mind thinking too much, and on that stuff, like you want to rely on muscle memory. You don't want to overload your brain with 400 new steps to the same throw you've been working on that you have down to muscle memory. Like you just want to focus on one or two things that are slightly more difficult or you haven't got down in practice quite yet, and go from there. We don't need to do all the extra stuff, and I think that's one of the issues with Ellie specifically is she's already an anxious person and an overthinker, and when she's trying to do something to the best of her ability while she's doing something that is still relatively new to her, the overload of information is just counterproductive. Like it makes her shut down and refuse to do it.
Yeah.
And then it's just an all around bad day.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have only basically when you got to practice, like, okay, what is one thing we're going to work on today? And then once we get that or maybe at the most like two things that you're going to focus on, but it's not going to be two things that you focus on at once. It'll be like hammers, for example. If you were going to do two things, I'd be like, okay, the 3 o'clock and then the release, like everything needs to be like up and it's the counter. So it's like this part and then this part, but they're not happening at the same time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, only try to focus on multiple things if they're connected and like immediately connected.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sweet.
That was my little rant tangent. But yeah, go ahead. Ricky,
cool, thanks, Lane.
How was your time?
Okay, let's talk about it. So I'm not going to go into too many details, so I'll put a disclaimer here. So if you want to hear more about the Zion stuff, tune into the next podcast episode because I will post all about Zion on that one. But yeah, it's funny. My home games, I did not attend.
Loser.
So, but in my defense, I did have that booked before the games, I think, were announced, before the date was figured out.
I would have done the same thing. Because you said just like a camping trip, and I'm like, gay. And so, now, personally, I love camping. Like, I like camping a lot. But I'm like, I'm not going to miss like the Kansas City games to go camping, and like my parents are going to be there and stuff. And then I saw the pictures you posted, and I was like, okay, I probably would have missed it for that too. It was like, I would have skipped it too. That was pretty badass. I was like, that was definitely not a normal camping trip.
I don't know. It still looked like there's a lot of sun, and I would have been miserable.
Dude, the funny thing is, though, is actually better weather there than here. Surprisingly. Besides the first night was hot, and it was hot the whole night, so that sucked. Hard to sleep. But after that, I mean, it was cool breeze nights. The daytime wasn't too bad. And dude, the view and the hikes in general were phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. So, yeah, so I'm glad I missed this Highland Games one to go on this one. So next time you all got to go with me. We got to go do some fun adventures together.
I'll be down. Well, we're going on an adventure together next month.
Are we? Where are we going?
The Sleep Token concert.
I know. Aren't you stoked?
I'm nervous because I'm not. Okay. Let me explain. You know, because Chip likes to fucking over-explain everything and not shut the hell up. I'm not a concert guy. Shut up, Lane. I'm not a concert guy. I've never been a concert guy. But whenever you asked, that's where I'm like, I'm in this point in my life where I'm just like, yes, man. I need to say yes to things that make me uncomfortable because I do like I want to live my life to the fullest that my bank account will allow.
Yeah.
So if it is going to a concert, is that my thing? No, but it is a new experience where I'm going to be around new people and I'm going to be with one of my buddies there. And it's like,
okay, can I ask a clarification question? I know what you're saying, but the way, how fast you're speaking and the way it's muffled in my ears, I know you're saying new people, but it sounds like you're going to be around a bunch of nude people.
Yeah.
So
that's what I said. Nude people.
Yeah.
It's a nude concert. You never been to a nude concert before?
No.
Like, I'm gonna double
mean,
up on this
yeah.
Cialis wall.
I mean, you did say you wanted to say yes to things that made you uncomfortable. So if you feel a slight pinch and Tom's hands, or not Tom, we're not going to use Tom's name. If Dave's hands are like on your shoulders and you feel something, you asked for it.
Which Dave?
Whichever Dave you want it to be.
I think I only know one Dave. And I'm uncomfortable with that.
You know two Daves. You know two Daves. At least.
Do I?
Yes, you do. You competed against one of them, and one of them's an old man.
Who's the Dave I competed against?
Minor.
Oh, not against him, but alongside. Oh, wait, yeah, we did.
Yes, we did at Tom's.
Okay.
A giant mountain of a man.
Yeah, I always say, like, he's two refrigerators welded together.
Yeah.
Well, he was when I first met him, he was two. Now he's like 1.5 fridges. But anyway, the Sleep Token.
Still big fridges.
The Sleep Token concert, it's out of my comfort zone, but I want to do it because it'll be fun. And anytime I do things that make me uncomfortable, afterwards, I'm just like, I'm glad I did. It's like, I'm not going to have any regrets. I was going to say unless I die, but then I won't have any regrets still, even if I'm dead.
You won't be conscious.
That's right. So, yeah, even if I lose a leg, I'll have a really cool fucking story.
Yeah,
So
and I can make you a
that's
pig
true.
leg.
Yeah. So I'll take that.
I've got the piece of wood out front ready to go. It's seasoned, it's hard, everything.
I'm not putting your chode on.
It's not my chode. It's not my chode. However, I might put a tattoo of the chode on your peg leg.
Okay, that's fair. I'd take that.
It'll just be the mini chode.
Yeah. It's officially a grower.
I mean,
Samesies.
could be.
Anyway, so Ricky, back to
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's probably all I'm going to say about Zion. So we'll save it for the next episode. But we hop off here. If you want to know more about it, I'll talk to you more about it. But need to keep some surprises for the audience for the Zion episode.
He said, teaser, you barely get
Teaser.
anything.
Yeah,
Tune in next time.
enough for everybody.
He said, wait, you're interested in this? Fuck no. Wait till next time.
Exactly.
Great marketing.
But yeah, looking forward to competing though again. So yeah, we got 6th. We got what else we got? The 27th. Is that Wichita? And then 2 in October. And then I think that's going to be it for the season, I guess, for me.
You're not going to do Oklahoma City?
How far is it?
Oklahoma City.
From us, it's about 5 hours.
I might. We'll see. And when is that one?
The
November 7th, 8th, 9th, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And
I might.
And it's a
it's the regional championship. Oh, we gonna throw half one day and then half the other day?
Yeah. Yeah, it's at
I've never done one of those before.
It's at a Renfest. And so I'll be down there both days. But
wait, so do we throw both days, or do we only throw one day and then the other people throw the other day?
We throw just one day, but they'll have like so like the three of us will throw on Saturday because Ricky and I will be a lightweight, and you'll be an A, and then you have all.
I'll be a fat ass,
but you're a handsome fat ass.
Hey, don't butter me up now.
I'll butter your biscuit.
You're too far away for that, sweetheart.
Master
tickle.
Master, stop it! You get me going every time you do that.
I still can't. I can't get past the fact that when Dakota was standing next to us, and you made the comment, "I will forever hear the tickle tickle."
Oh yeah. Anytime I hear tickle tickle, Lane is the first thing that pops into my head.
And then you said, somebody said something about, oh yeah, say that at this time, and I'm like, please don't, because I don't want my face in your mind while you're doing that.
And then I'm just like,
do you remember that conversation?
It's happening. So it's happening. Just a little.
Well, apparently, God damn it.
Tickle, tickle.
And you're saying it with such a straight face too. It makes me. Oh my god.
It's
You
2025.
got me all hot and bothered over here.
Dude, I've got 10 milligrams of Cialis running in this body. I'll make it happen.
God damn it. I better eat a whole bunch of cheese so I can block you out.
Cheese and trend, baby.
Son of a bitch.
Disclaimer, don't take trend. You will wreck your life.
Also, speaking of your stuff, never mind. I won't say that one on camera. Go ahead. We'll move on. I'll tell you after we stop.
He's talking about the cows I have for sale because I own a cattle ranch.
Oh, you got meat for sale?
Yes.
I didn't know you were a gigolo.
Jiggle the tickle tickle.
Dude. Okay, so that reminds me. I asked one of my buddies today. I was like, "Hey, do you want to just like disappear and go start a gigolo business with me today?" And he just giggled. And I was like, "I'm being so for real. Like, let's just run away and we can just be gigolos." And he's like, "I wish."
Wait, like
well,
insane clown,
reality.
insane clown posse juggalo, however you say it.
No, not juggalo.
Like,
Like,
I thought you were saying this whole time.
No, gigolo, like male prostitute.
Oh, I didn't know that was a term for that.
I was always told it was that was the term. Like, maybe I'm mistaken, but I was always told a gigolo was a male prostitute. Yeah.
I got a story for that, but I can't say it on air.
Hell yeah. I've never sold my ass before.
No comment.
Okay. Are we going to end on that note so we can have this spicy talk?
I'm going to go jump off a cliff now, guys. I'll see you later.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, cool. Anything else y'all want to add?
Cholula hot sauce, garlic, chili flavor is delicious. And that is the spicy note we are ending on.
And a note from our sponsors.
Sponsor this tickle tickle.
Call me Elmo because I'm going to tickle you until you laugh.
Yeah.
Good.
Got the red beard and everything.
Okay. Is that going to be our sign off, Lane? You want to say that one more time to sign us off?
Call me Tickle Me Elmo because I'm going to scream tickle tickle in your ear.
Right before he goes into the rear.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.